Salutations everyone! It is time for another update about our little Euro project. This last week we actually went to Brussels for a day to shoot some interviews and, do all our stuff. And I thought I'd tell you a little bit about how it went. This trip was a little different from Denmark because this time we of course only had one day to shoot both the B-roll and the interviews. We had to do everything a little bit faster, which sadly did not leave us that much time to actually go and explore the city. We had to be more efficient with finding people to interview, shooting B-roll, and everything had to be planned out a lot better. That's a little sad because Brussels is a beautiful city, but maybe one day we can go back and, do all the things we couldn't do this time. This time, since the interviews were in French, I was the interviewer because I'm the one who speaks French, and that was quite a bit of a challenge. First of all, because I never interviewed strangers before, and second of all, French is my weakest language, so both of those things combined were very awkward for me and also very exhausting actually. I mean, it ended up being fine. We had written down the questions in advance, everything had been translated and everything, so basically I could just read the questions off my phone and hope that people understood me, which I guess they did because it worked out. Our main focus for Brussels was on Belgium's protection of environmental areas like parks or pedestrian streets and stuff like that. Originally, we also wanted to ask a few things on their circular economy policy. Basically, that means that nothing gets thrown away at all. Everything gets recycled, reused. Everything gets made into something new. But to be honest, we couldn't find that many answers from people about this, so I think we will just stick to the environmental protection areas and work with that in the final film. I have to admit, after having done these interviews and, having made the experience, for me as being a little more introverted, it is extremely difficult and also very exhausting, like I already said in the beginning, to, just talk to strangers in the streets like that and get answers out of them that we can actually use. So asking several times over to get the type of answer that you want and doing all of that in a language that I last studied like 4 years ago and haven't really used that much other than while being on vacation. It was a pretty big challenge for me, yeah. I did it, yes, and I'm also going to do it for our little France fragment of the series that will come later on. But I now know for sure that I do not want to go into this sector in my later work life because I am not the type of person to talk to random people so you can interview them. That's a little too exhausting for me. And also kind of inefficient because it took me a while each time to get the courage to actually talk to someone first. So do not ask me to do interviews for you because I will be taking 3 days when others can do it in 6 hours or so. I guess I have other strengths. I hope. But we did get some pretty good answers from our interviews, something that we can definitely work with. We even found a group of Oxfam ambassadors who told us a little more about what their goals with the association are. So all the stories were really nice and diverse. And I can't wait to piece together a narrative out of all of these because it is such a bulk of vibrant, nice answers that we got from so many different people already now, and even though we've only been to 2 countries, I'm really looking forward to the result now. Anyways, that was our Brussels trip. It was a short one, but I guess we have all we need, really. The weather was nice, the people were nice, it was successful for us, so what else could we wish for, really? Next up will be Paris, where we are going to stay a little longer this time, around a week or so, and it's actually also quite soon already, so I will of course keep you updated with everything that you want to know, that you need to know, and hopefully we will get even more out of Paris than we already did with Brussels. But yeah, until then, see you soon and stay creative. Bye!